Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, where you make the call at 412-575-2600. You can also tweet us tonight at KD Pomp, at Gene Collier. We're here talking sports until 11 o'clock, so let us hear what you have to say. And we'll begin with Pitt tonight at home against Duke. Duke's number 7 in the country, and they got a lot of NBA talent on their team. They started 4 freshmen and 1 senior. The senior, Grayson Allen, is one of the best guards in the country. Had 37 against Michigan State early in the year and was a force tonight. Marvin Bagley, a 6'11 center, and on and on and on. This was 10-0 in the first 2 minutes. Pitt called a timeout. It wasn't close after that. 87-52 your final. And, boy, it's tough for Pitt right now. That's a tough conference to be in. And, you know, they're starting 5 freshmen right now, Gene.
Well, Pitt has surpassed my expectations. I thought they'd win about 4 games, so they're past that. But the next thing is, can Pitt play a conference game that it loses by less than 10 points? Can it, Bob? You've seen them.
Yeah, I think 1 or 2. I mean, they're gonna have, even, you know, Virginia's really good, Miami's really good. Notre Dame lost tonight to Georgia Tech team that, you know, people said is beatable. Well, they may be, but I don't know if Pitt can do it. Boston College beat Duke earlier. There are a lot of good teams in the ACC, so we'll see. But
Pitt is the most as-advertised college basketball team I've seen in a long time. Everyone thought they'd be terrible, and they're terrible.
Well, they're young, and they don't have
look at
anywhere to go but just play them, and you're going to take your lumps, and that's the way it goes. Meanwhile, the big news over at Steeler practice facility is that Ryan Shazier was there in a wheelchair, and he put in his Instagram post that I'm not done. So good news for that. He certainly was an inspiration to his teammates today who responded to him being there. The Steelers getting ready for Jacksonville in this game, and a lot of people nationally are split about this. A lot of people are picking Jacksonville, which I just do not see, Gene. I really don't. I see Pittsburgh. All they have to do is remember 3 numbers, 309. It was 30-9 the last time they came here, and I think the Steelers will respond in this game.
Yeah, I expect the Steelers to win, but we disagree on how they'll do it. I think it'll be a difficult game, high in drama. I haven't seen anyone pick Jacksonville yet, though, but you say you did.
Yeah, Ray Lewis, Brandon Marshall, others.
Ray Lewis
all the time will pick against the Steelers. All right, well, we're also going to talk about Garrett Cole, and Garrett Cole's name was out there today. John Morosi of MLB, he put out a tweet that said a deal was done. And so Twitter went ablaze at that point, and then later it came out that it's not done. Teams apparently are still talking. But, Gene, I want to ask you this question, because I'll ask our viewers out there, and call us tonight at 412-575-2600. If this is the way they're going, then I say just be all in on trading everyone who carries a high price tag. And if you're really, truly going to start over, then start over and call it as such. I think my biggest issue with the Pirates over the years is not calling it what it is. You know, you can try to be a world champion. You could say that, but your actions speak in other words. And to me, I would, if that's the way it's going to go, just say, hey, look, we're going to try to do what the Houston Astros did several years ago.
Well, Neil,
but that's not good for business, though, is it?
I actually bought some Pirate tickets today, Bob. I was over at the ballpark. No waiting. Didn't have to wait in line at all. Neil Huntington tried to couch this during, I guess, Pirate Fest by saying that it's possible that the Pirates will be moving their window to 2019. If they trade Garrett Cole, that will be your signal that the window has been moved. And at that point, you know, whether or not they should go ahead and empty the roster of good and marketable players. I don't know whether I agree with that yet or not, but yeah.
Well, if you're going to trade Cole, then why not trade McCutchen and Harrison? And ultimately, they're all going to be traded.
Yeah, it's a matter of how many people you want to alienate, I suppose.
This is why I said today on the radio, and I've said it for years, and it's not going to change. I think the system is broken. When you don't have a salary cap, there is no obligation to spend, and when there's no obligation to spend, then you can say, well, I'm just not going to spend. Well, that means you can make money still in this game, but you won't have a winning team. So that's where I stand. How do you stand? 412-575-2600. Also, just a couple of notes about the NHL All-Star Game. Sidney Crosby and Chris Letang are in. Phil Kessel, despite leading the Penguins in points and 5th in the Metropolitan Division with points, gets another snub. Last year was the World Cup. You might remember that. And this year it is now the All-Star Game. Does it matter? We'll talk about it when we come back. 412-575-2600. That's the number to call. Get on the hotline. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW.